I'm Jacinta Jeffries and I work for Reef Ecologic.
And tell me, what have you been doing the last 3 days?
So the last 3 days we've been out on the outer Great Barrier Reef out from Townsville, and we visited 15 different reefs. And we've basically been doing the Great Barrier Reef Census for citizens of the GBR. And basically we're taking photos of the reef to assess the reef health. And so we were taking 40 photos at every site.
Wow, so captured over 1,000 photos over the last 3 days.
Captured a lot of photos because there's 3 sites per reef. And really enjoyed the reefs and the weather was great, so yeah.
Did you have a favourite reef on the trip?
I really liked Coil Reef. Coil was really cool. Otherwise, Myrmidon was also very cool. Lots of marine life. The corals were really bright and healthy. I also liked the first site that we did today at, what was the last one? Lodestone Reef. Our furthest reef was Myrmidon off of the coast, and very, very clear visibility. You can see probably 20 to 50 metres away from you, whereas snorkeling in shore, Townsville, you're not going to see very far at all.
And the question everyone asks me when I go diving is, did you see any sharks?
I did see lots of sharks, probably the most sharks I've ever seen in my life snorkeling and diving. Lots of reef sharks, and some of the others on the trip saw a bull shark, which I personally didn't see, but it was very cool seeing all the reef sharks swimming around you, and I found that they were much more inquisitive than the ones that I've ever seen before.
And when you say reef sharks, you mean white tip, black tip, and grey reef?
Yeah, white tip, black tip, and grey reef sharks. Yeah, we took lots and lots of photos of different fish. I definitely saw some that I have never seen before, so I'm keen to upload them and find out what they are.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And is there anything else you'd like to add about the experience or advice to other marine biologists?
I'd probably just say that it was an eye-opening experience, something new, and I think things like that you've just got to give a go and you just got to say yes to, because you learn so much from it. And yeah, because I learned a lot from it, even though you do have your ups and downs, but the good parts definitely outweigh the bad parts.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
Great.
I'm Fran. I work for Ocean Magic. We're a private charter business here out of Townsville. It's great to see some more remote reefs that I haven't been to before, and it was great to see how the cyclone and the bleaching event has impacted those reefs. It's definitely apparent, I think, even for those reefs that were quite far offshore. I guess I wasn't really expecting that, or to see that much damage. But yeah, it was amazing. It was really interesting, and it was also nice to see that, even if a reef seems dead or like coral seems to be quite smashed or overgrown by algae, there's still plenty of fish around. Personal highlight of the trip definitely was go to Myrmidon. Yeah, I didn't think it was going to happen, but it was definitely a very pleasant surprise, and it was amazing reef, incredible coral coverage, and just the structure of it was unreal.
And what about?
Yeah, it was amazing, incredible visibility. I feel like it makes the trip 10 times better, especially at Myrmidon. Yeah, it was unreal, and everywhere actually, even quite inshore, even Lodestone was really good.
And we also want to do a huge thank you to you, because you looked after us with amazing catering and amazing food.
I'm so glad. I'm good.
Brilliant.
I'm glad. I think one thing I was trying to keep in mind is that coral reefs are so complex. You can't just look at one variable and also can't just look at one site and then make up your mind about a reef's health and state. yeah, I think you need to look at, you know, as we did, like look at multiple different sites, you know, consider, is it like windward, leeward side of the reef, and yeah, just remember there's so many different variables that you need to consider when looking at like coral reef health.
My name's Matt King. I work for Ecologic in Townsville and Yongala Dive. It was a good challenge for me to, actually quite exciting to visit some of those reefs. A lot of those reefs I've never been to. Some of the southern ones I had, especially the northern ones were really interesting for me. So to have that challenge and to sit down and look at the map and work out our range and a little bit of a plan was really good. I enjoyed that. The northern ones, Coral Reef was really nice. I really enjoyed that. The visibility up that way was amazing, and Myrmidon for sure, that was also a highlight as well. Yeah, part of the plan was to steam overnight Wednesday night, and that was to conserve some of our fuel. That didn't really happen. We got to Cape Cleveland and realised it just wasn't going to be calm enough, so we did turn around and we ended up staying the night inside the protection of the Cape, which also didn't give us much protection. So it was a bit of a long night, early start, and then not really the steam across to Broadhurst and Banfield Reef that we hoped, but we got there.
They were big days. You were often up at 4 or 5 in the morning, you know, starting the boat, going the same slow steam to different reefs, and you know, we didn't get out of the water one day till 5:30. So big days. Huh?
Yeah, big days, but it was expected, and that's what we needed to do to pull off the 14 reefs in the 2.5 days. So
yeah.
So we ended up being back here in the marina with 30 litres of fuel in each tank. So we cut it fairly fine, but I think we did pretty well. Yeah, we had spare fuel on board if we needed it, but we burned around about 1,000 litres, and we did 250 or so nautical miles.
Okay. Well, look, we've known you for a long time. We love diving the Yongala. We worked with you on some of the port surveys. This was a fantastic, fun trip and a real exploration. So thanks for everything you did to make it happen.
Yeah, no, thanks so much for the opportunity and for thinking of us and giving us the challenge. And yeah, it turned out really well.
Okay, great. Thanks, Ben.